It's Mental Health Awareness Week, and it's a subject really close to my heart. Well, actually, all versions of health are close to my heart because health is a holistic venture. And my work focuses on taking the whole person into account, with the idea that we can't ever be in true alignment in our wellness unless we work on the physical, mental, emotional, and the aspects of ourselves to bring all of that into balance, which is why I focus equally on all four. But this week is about mental health, and so I thought the best way for me to be able to add any value here would be for me to give you some actionable, tangible, practical tools you can implement into your daily life that will improve your mental well-being. So here are 4 of those tools. The first one is breathwork. So as humans in the modern world, we predominantly operate from beta and gamma brainwave states, which are heightened brainwave states which do nothing to positively impact our health. So from a mental perspective, we might be feeling agitated and like we've got palpitations or butterfly feelings in our stomach. Generally not a very nice place to be. And from the physical perspective, when we are operating from those states, it's fight and flight mode. And so it raises cortisol levels, and raised cortisol levels impact immune function. They reduce immune function. So generally we don't feel good in our mood, and we don't feel good in our health, in our physical health, and we become more susceptible to illness as well. So what we want to do is to come down to an alpha brainwave state. Now, alpha brainwave state is the brainwave state just above meditative state. So we are still in full conscious awareness, but we're more focused, we're more relaxed, we're more intuitive. Generally a really nice place to operate out of. And if we can get ourselves back to that state many times on a daily basis, it will have amazing implications for our mood and our mental well-being. And we do that through breathwork and simple breathwork techniques. And my favorite is one I like to call balance breathing. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 6, hold for 4. Now you can adjust the timings to suit you, but generally if you can do that for 2 minutes at a time, every time you feel agitated or stressed, you will see huge improvements in your mental health, because on a daily basis, many times you're then bringing yourself out of fight and flight mode and down to this really positive brainwave state that impacts your mental health in a really positive way. The second one is to get out in nature, and I cannot stress how important it is for our mental well-being to get out in nature every day. Studies have shown us that being in nature impacts our mood hugely, and as human animals living these kind of sedentary indoor lifestyles, it's doing nothing to impact us in a positive way. And then we've got all the EMFs, the electromagnetic frequencies from electricity and Wi-Fi and 4G and now even 5G, which are hugely impacting our circadian rhythms, which is what keeps us in a state of being a mammal. And we need to get back to that, get out in nature and be immersed in nature. And as human animals, we are genetically wired to be engrossed by nature. That's our higher selves leading us back towards it. So get out in nature. Take off your shoes, even if you think I'm crazy, take off your shoes, walk barefoot on the earth, let the earth ground you, hug some trees, be as hippie as you want about it, just be in nature, and you will see if you do this every day how much your mood is impacted. Number 3 is diet, and I know it's annoying, but we know through countless studies and observation how much diet impacts our mood. We've got that gut-brain connection that we know about as well. So what we are feeding our gut is directly impacting our brain. The gut microbiome is feeding the brain. So the choices we make for our diet will have a huge implication on how we feel in our mood. So we can make better choices with our foods by eliminating foods like gluten, sugar, basically anything that's man-made, anything you don't know what the ingredients are on the ingredients list, stay away. If it's from nature, if it's natural, it's going to have positive effects on your body and on your mood. And just coming back to that idea from before about the whole person approach, we're not just a body with lots of different parts all working in isolation. We are one moving vehicle, and when we impact one thing, it impacts something else. So by positively feeding our gut, we are positively feeding our brain and therefore our mood. Number 4 is purpose. Do you know your life's purpose? Whether it's to be a Fortune 500 CEO or the world's best maker of cake pops, or whether it's to be the best mum you can be, having something to get out of bed for in the morning, something that you feel in your heart, in your soul, is your life's purpose. It leads to fulfillment, which leads to happiness, which leads to gratitude. And then we're on this constant loop of gratitude, happiness, and fulfillment, which can obviously only lead to positive things. And if you're not fully there yet by knowing your purpose, that's okay. Start journaling about the things that fill you up, the things that make you happy. And if you journal about it every day and follow some simple steps towards that, you will be led towards your purpose. And living out of a state of purpose leads us to a state of high self-worth and self-love, which again leads to positive impact on your mood and your mental state. So there you have it, 4 tools that you can implement in your daily life to help positively impact your mood and your mental health.